Mandatory updates.
Welcome to Mandatory Update Nights.
Hi.
I'm Elise Willems.
I'm Ian Hink.
I'm Kyle Bossman.
Michael Huber.
Good job.
It's been a while since we've done a Nights.
We're moving this week.
We are.
Moving week.
Moving week. We're moving to the other building for some reason. So
There is a reason.
What is
they
it?
don't want us here
And
anymore.
It's part of the original transfer process.
Right.
Part of the original transfer process from Viacom. We're supposed to move into that building.
I mean, I think a lot of our viewers will be like, what's going on with
Good
Game
boy.
Trailers? They're moving. But this is pretty
cookie.
natural for all companies, I think.
It's your
to
treat for doing what
constantly
you're told.
be shifting.
Huh?
Never mind. It's not important.
No, yeah. They're moving us actually to a way better building. With fiber, networking. It's the building I wanted to be
Better
in the first
parking,
place.
better restaurants.
Oh my god, we're all gonna go
counter.
broke eating at the
Walking
counter.
distance from my house.
Yeah.
We can have lunch in my house.
It's actually gonna be pretty cool. It's the building I wanted to be in originally. When they put us in this building, I was like, fuck you, why? God, ugh.
It's a farther commute.
That's true, it's another mile.
It's a weird bus route for Dawn.
Weird bus route, because Don takes the bus to help the environment. He has a car, he just doesn't use it.
Yeah, and he can he can read on his
He can read on it,
commute or
Why is he
And-
not here right now?
Huh?
Why is Don
Because
in-
he's cutting things.
Okay.
What's he cutting?
Don's Design Lab and Countdown.
Chill.
But yeah, the bus, it's the express bus, and it drops him like literally in the middle, like the new office is in the middle, like 6 blocks from either of the 2
I
stops.
see. Yeah. So he's got to go with the regular bus,
Yes,
which takes
way longer. So now
Yeah,
he's
that
like, I'm
sucks.
just going to drive again.
Oh, that's so sad.
Fuck the earth.
You guys, Crave Online. Are you familiar with this
Crave?
one? Crave Online.
It's familiar.
They had a headline: Rise of the Tomb Raider's launch is a very dumb idea. It's like written from the pages of Kyle
controversial.
Bosman.
Yeah. That's a
Made
good
me
head.
love
That
it.
gets clicked.
Right?
So launching
Yeah.
the game is a dumb idea?
Launch is a very dumb idea. I
Yeah.
guess launching on the same day as Fallout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People
that
are-
was dumb, and then putting it on
That was
the
dumb.
Microsoft is really dumb.
People are kind of acting like savages, in my opinion, with the Fallout and Tomb Raider release. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Just the climate I see online makes me feel kind of unhappy.
You need to elaborate. I don't know what you mean.
A lot of people bashing on Microsoft for the way that it released alongside Fallout, and people, being like, "Why would you play Tomb Raider when you can play Fallout?" Both of those things don't make me very happy to see.
I mean,
Those are regular things.
I don't know why you would play Tomb Raider when you could play Fallout.
Because games are awesome and you can play all of them.
Yeah, just play them both. If you want to play one, play one. If you don't, don't.
I mean, that's how Aaron Greenberg, head of Xbox marketing, feels. He says, "We felt like the Fallout audience, they are not direct competitors per se, but you are right, it's 2 big titles launching at the same time, and we hope people will buy both."
I can totally see that because Fallout 4 is so overwhelming. It's such a big, massive, time-consuming, mentally fatiguing game. And Tomb Raider, like Uncharted style, kind of just go in, have fun, explore some tombs, a little less mentally taxing, maybe?
Kyle, you look stressed.
Well, first of all, I don't like anything Greenberg says.
Why not?
He's
Shots
full of
fired.
it. He is full of baloney.
Whoa.
Check his record. That guy's full of nonsense.
He's a baloney-er.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think obviously those audiences overlap. Obviously, there's a lot of people who would want to play both of those games.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not like they're 2 different kinds of people.
I think Huber's kind of right, though. Fallout's a massive game.
It's massive. It's overwhelming.
They're 2 different
stresses
games.
me out.
They're 2 different games for sure, but I don't think they're 2 different kinds of people who enjoy those 2 games.
And like Fallout 4 is basically the new Skyrim in like I think it's a very similar crowd, and Skyrim, everybody played that shit.
Yeah.
Like pretty much everyone is the Fallout 4 audience that games. I'd say like 90%, 80% is the Fallout 4 audience, and maybe 30 or 40% is the Tomb Raider audience, and then you've already cut that in half by only being on Xbox One. It's a dumb idea.
80-90% is extreme.
I mean, I think Microsoft also expressed their feelings of, well, if we released it earlier, it would have coincided with Halo. We released it later, it gets overlapped by Star Wars. They're competing. They essentially competed with COD as well, which came out on Friday. So
it's just a minefield.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, when are we supposed to release this game? Obviously, they want to release it near the holidays so people can get it over their breaks and play it or give it as a gift.
It's also, I think, worth mentioning that it was the design. The design of the deal was to go up against Uncharted 4.
That's right.
And so, like, that was the whole intent of releasing it this year and at this time. And so, yeah, that didn't pan out. But I mean, that's why it released now. That's why they did it now.
Why don't they just pull a Dying Light situation? Look at Dying Light this year, coming out in January or February. Barren wasteland. Not a lot of games. Not a lot of games in December, January, a couple in February. Sold through the roof because people were just craving games. They wanted a game to play. Dying Light comes out. It's like, hey, we're here.
Well, Tomb Raider comes to PC in Q1.
Yeah, and also I think like even though a game might sell a lot in January, I think if you skip the holidays, especially for a game like Tomb Raider, you're not going to sell as much.
True. Get that Black Friday bucks.
I think you're absolutely right because a game like Until Dawn, we all lost our shit over. If it came out now, we'd probably be like, yeah, it's cool.
Came out
but
at such a good time.
When it comes to Tomb Raider, though, I really think it's actually going to be a Game of the Year contender. Whereas if it came out in January, it maybe would have gotten forgotten.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
Game of the Year contender.
I don't know. I doubt it.
All right, here's the thing, Elise. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about the advertising for Rise of the Tomb Raider. It needs a Doc Brown spider monster, and I don't think it has that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that to me. That like, oh, something really serious is happening in this one. Something has changed.
But they got the girls from Broad City to do it.
What'd they do?
I don't know. I saw half a making of on Facebook.
They did. They like reenacted kind of the opening scene of Rise where they're. It's like Lara and the guy. I don't remember his name. But they're just going up the mountain.
Oh, I mean in the scenario of the game itself. Like, what makes this game different? What's the big...
Here's the thing.
Yeah, the marketing, you're right.
This is my perspective, probably, so, But, like, to me, games like this and Uncharted, to some degree, are all about spectacle and, like, big things happening, crazy things happening. So, like, it just ends up being, like, kind of white noise to me. Like, you could have her, like, falling off an airplane into a burning train onto a field full of poisonous Yetis, and I'd be like, yeah, that's Tomb Raider for you.
I'd be down with the Yetis. I mean, what's the twist? Tell us what the twist is.
That's the thing is, I don't think there is a twist. It's not like Laura's going to die at the end. She's going to find out that her father isn't really her father.
Well, she's going to rise.
She will rise.
Yeah.
And to me, the story, I'm
Can you
loving
give us a spoiler?
it.
Can you tell us if you start the game with double pistols?
No.
You start the game with double
pickaxes. But
It's not quite the same.
I can
Those
tell you,
double pistols.
I'm loving it, but the story is just, again, like, my father's been looking for this tomb for his whole life. It's like, he looked for 10 other tombs his whole life. This guy's just looking for, like,
Also, like,
he's got a list of, like, 50 tombs, and he's like, yep, any one of these will do.
Why must she be defined by the dreams of a man who came before her?
I will say that this game does a very good job of de-objectifying her. Like, the outfits are all
Does she burp?
fantastic. Pardon?
Does she burp? See, that would really be it. That would be the thing.
Doesn't burp.
What's
I can't burp.
a realistic character in a video game? You can't burp?
No. Like, I could fart my brains out if I wanted to, but
God,
I like, can't burp.
My friend Brandon's like that. He can't burp. Like,
Yeah.
actually physically cannot.
Maybe, like, once a year, my body involuntarily is just like, and I'm like,
Seizes
oh,
up.
there
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
But I just can't.
You're disgusting to me.
What can I say?
Does she have an apparent flaw? When you say, like, she's more humanized.
She's too
de-objectified.
pretty.
Yeah.
De-objectified in the sense that
She should be unobjectified.
well, other games objectify her, and this one doesn't necessarily unobjectify her. Just anyway, her outfits are all really great and weather appropriate, and she's never like the damsel in distress. In fact, she saves men in this game. I mean, at the beginning, it's a little weird at the beginning because she says to this guy like, don't come up the mountain with me. I don't want to endanger you. But then she's like the one that's like falling and shit. And you're like,
Yeah, but she can handle it.
Yeah.
She falls from such great heights in like every 5 minutes in this game.
Yeah.
And she's just like, ugh, all right, I'm fine.
I think it's great. I think it's probably reviewing better than Fallout, no? Is it?
We gave it an 8.5 and we gave
Ooh.
Fallout a 9.
I saw 9s out there. I saw IGN gave it like a 9.5 or something insane.
I'll check the facts. I'll just look it up.
Yeah, go to the tape.
IGN
Go to the
9.5,
tapes.
GameSpot 9.
You brought up something about Fallout before the show that you wanted to talk about, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I'll be honest, I want to talk. I just want to talk about it on this, so we don't have to talk about it on GT time, because it's such a minefield. And I especially like Ben will be right there, and I'll be like talking about Ben's review right in front of him, and then he has to defend it again. But we got to talk. We got to talk about glitches in Fallout and how that is reflected into reviews.
To preface this, Tomb Raider is flawless. Like
Flawless.
that game looks amazing.
Like Laura's skin.
flawless.
Like her skin.
10 out of
Alabaster.
Love 10 out of 10.
I'm so biased.
Good.
Yeah.
I bet it's a 10.
Here's the thing. Like, Bethesda, the world has Bethesda goggles, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because, like, motherfuckers cannot make video games. Bethesda, they have great worlds that are just glitch nightmares. The human beings look like vicious monsters. The dialogue is delivered so slowly it makes me want to gouge my eyes out just for something to do. But damn it, I love this game. I'm having a blast. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't make sense. Why do they get a pass? I mean, like, for my money, like, a game this glitchy, like, can't go above, like, a 7 or 8. Like,
Do you
just
think
can't.
it's more glitchy than Witcher 3? Because Witcher 3 had a ton.
Yeah, Witcher 3, like,
of
for my
bugs
money,
also,
Witcher
and that
3
reviewed through
is
the
an
roof.
8. Like, tops. Like, ceiling at 8 on Witcher 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was so glitchy. And, like, also the combat and movement are fucking terrible.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's just such a weird world and system because you have Call of Duty coming out, Black Ops 3, right? Doesn't really change the game all that much. Like, make some bold moves, bold decisions. Polished game.
Yeah.
No bugs. Kyle and I played through the entire campaign, playing multiplayer, playing zombies. Balanced, polished, solid game.
People are
Getting
saying-
6s, 7s. Fallout's coming out. People bouncing around. People just like Wile E. Coyoteing through the map. Like
Like
cumbersome
dropping
inventory.
over and over.
Well,
Yeah.
but I feel like the fans are speaking for Call of Duty. I was actually going to talk about this later, but we can talk about it now.
Whoa.
As a side, fans seem to think that this is like one of the best Call of Duties in a long time.
Absolutely.
And it sold $550 million worth of copies.
Jesus.
Did they say software or did they say software and hardware, the old Halo trick?
So, yeah, Activision reports that more than $550 million worth of copies.
Oh, okay.
But the publisher claims this is the largest video game launch of the year, though with complete data from all major launches, we are unable to verify. So, I mean, they can
Right.
say that until Bethesda goes. You know,
Yeah.
has Bethesda released anything for Fallout?
I heard that Fallout had the most concurrent people on Steam
Yeah, I saw
playing
that
it ever.
because it surpassed
something?
surpassed
Probably Dota or Team Fortress.
GTA.
No,
maybe?
CSGO?
CSGO, yeah,
CS:GO. But yeah, like so,
and Dota.
Fallout's a weird one. Or not, sorry, COD's a weird one with the way people are reviewing
Here's
it.
the thing,
Yeah.
like COD, I feel like it's pointless to review COD. Like COD, you review just for the clicks.
No,
No.
this weird. It's so
No,
different this
no.
year.
So
I
much
swear to you.
different.
Okay,
That'd be
all
like
right.
comparing Ghosts to Black Ops 3, and it's like,
Well, sure. And like, yeah, I hear that they do change the campaign, like shit goes crazy, and that's cool. So like, that is worth discussing. But like,
Yeah.
by and large, the last few CODs, you know, maybe this year is the one that you review it. But like, generally, you're just reviewing it because you want people to click on it, so your website gets
I
ad
don't
money.
think so. Because sometimes you release a bad Call of Duty game, like in the case
But
of Ghosts.
here's my point: it doesn't matter. Those games can be garbage, and they're still going to sell 5 million copies.
No, they don't. They
They
were,
clearly have.
they were
Ghost
trending
is
down.
the only one.
they were trending down.
They're
and
still
now-
making their money though,
Yeah,
like by
Yeah,
an
like
insane amount.
the last 2 years, they've been dipping in sales.
Yeah.
And then this was like a return to form.
right.
but they've
that
never
Black
lost
Ops
money.
name.
Like that's my thing. Like you can put out a Call of Duty, it doesn't matter. Like no matter what, you're gonna make your money back. So we should just ignore them.
No, because that doesn't work forever. You know what I mean? Like they gotta foster that. They gotta feed it.
So I
this
guess-
franchise. They gotta
I
keep it
guess.
surviving.
So I guess
keep it
with
fresh.
Fallout having bugs, as a reviewer, do you say to yourself, this game has so many good things, it's so huge, it's, word I hate, ambitious, it's just a massive achievement in gaming, marred by some technical bugs because of its scope and scale? Is that why you dismiss Fallout's bugs compared to another game? Like if another game, smaller
I do-
game had bugs, would you focus more on those bugs versus Fallout because it's huge and because it's doing so much?
Yeah, Abba Bappa.
That doesn't always but that doesn't.
That's a response.
But like, think about Wander though, like that slow MMO that's big and ambitious
hated it.
that everyone hated because it was so buggy and broken, you know. And it's like I really think that there's just a pedigree with the name that just gives it a pass. But I do think that Ambition does, you know,
I don't
give
think
it something quantity over quality.
Ben didn't give it a 9 because of pedigree.
I don't think Ben did
Ben gave it a 9 because he
loved
had
it. He's
feelings
obsessed
with
it.
Yeah.
It's his favorite game he said this year.
I did look
Yeah.
up Metacritic and game rankings. Tomb Raider is just slightly beneath Fallout on both of those. Like 1 or 2 points beneath.
I think
about
objectively, you can look at a game and say this game has flaws, but then still be head over heels and love it.
Sure.
I think it's great.
I
But as
also
a,
think
as
you-
a reviewer, you need to be objective.
Yeah, I think as a reviewer, you can say, I love this game and still give it a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree
Yeah.
completely. Like,
Transformers, I gave like 7.0. I'm like, yeah, this game is amazing.
but like
It's got problems.
Oh, Devastation.
yeah.
yeah.
Right.
The crazy thing with games is that like Tomb Raider and COD Blops especially, like that's like what, a 4-hour campaign?
No, it was long.
No, that's a long
10
campaign.
hours.
10? Okay,
10 hours.
all right. So like 10 hours for I don't know how long Tomb Raider is, but like 10, 20 hours, 10 hours versus like 200 hours,
Yeah.
you know? And like for the same price tag.
Oh, don't. Oh.
No. But I'm saying that's why all of this is stupid, because it's like how do you weigh? Because like to me, I
It's
look
just
at
a
my
factor.
I look at my time like amount of my life wasted versus entertainment per hour by movie tickets. So like my time is worth 2-hour chunks is $14, right? If I'm entertained for $14 worth for 2 hours, you know, so Fallout's already paid for itself.
Yeah.
But like, it's a glitchy nightmare, and yeah.
It's really about what the reviewer should do. Should the reviewer be a film reviewer, or the reviewer
Right,
be
oh
like,
yeah, that's what I was going
I'm
to say.
reviewing binoculars and they don't
Right.
work. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say. But like, for me, if I were reviewing Fallout, which I didn't,
Yeah.
if I were watching a movie, right?
Yes.
Like, let's say ratio of brokenness v time in Fallout 4 is like 5%, right? 5% of that game, if you're playing it for like 200 hours,
Huber, is that fair? Is it 5% broken?
maybe 10% broken.
Yeah, it's not.
versus
It's
time.
not
Versus time.
ridiculous.
Sure.
And like, none of them are game
Yeah.
breaking. I've only had one last night. Right at the end, it kicked me out of the game,
Whoa.
and thank God I just saved. Also, yeah, manually save in Fallout all the time. At the
Quick
beginning
save
of the
OP.
quick save all the time, because I played for like an hour at the beginning, not an hour, probably like half an hour, and then got killed by some raider in the wilderness.
way
Had to
back.
start from the vault again. Yeah.
I can't do that.
No, if it was, that's the thing. If it wasn't Fallout, like if it was some game I'd never heard of, I would have stopped
Set it
playing that
aside.
game and never played it again.
I took home. I feel so bad saying this. I took home Silent Hill Shattered Memories a couple weeks ago because you guys are always like, "Oh man, this game is
Oh, it's
amazing."
the Wii one, yeah?
Yeah,
The story is incredible.
Love her story, which is Sam Barlow as well. Not crazy about using the Wiimote, but I was like, okay, I'll do it.
That
Played it
phone,
for
though.
like 45 minutes, and then the disc just stopped working, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
this is in my backpack right now. I'm
Just
returning
watch,
it.
Yeah.
watch the story bits online. You'll be fine.
That was me with Transformers.
But that's what I was going
Transformers
to say.
Devastation.
I keep forgetting
Did
what I'm
that
going
to
to say.
you?
I got a bug where like I couldn't heal anymore.
Oh yeah.
Every
yeah.
healing item I took didn't work.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, all right, game. Enough.
the
I
hell?
hate people being like, auto saving is for casuals. It's like,
No,
no.
it's how a game should work.
It depends on whether your time matters enough to you.
It's dependent on the game too.
Yeah.
If there are autosaves in Bloodborne, sure. But
Yeah, that's
fine.
Autosave
That's
is great. Yeah.
That's like the thing of Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Bloodborne is almost always saving, because everything you do, you're basically punished for your choices, or like
Yeah.
you're held accountable
yeah.
in Bloodborne. Like that game holds you accountable. You do a thing, you did a thing.
Yeah.
There's no cheating. Like Fallout 4, you can attack a raider camp 70 times until you get it right, and then save afterward, you know? Mm-hmm. But that's what I was going to say. If I was reviewing that on a ratio of time versus messed upness, and a movie, like if I was reviewing a movie, that 10% of it was like unwatchable, that movie would be a 0.
Yeah.
0.
I would say this movie is like
No, it wouldn't be
if
4
you went to-
stars. It'd be like
Dude,
2.5.
No,
3.
if you went to a movie
Yeah.
and 15 minutes of it was a
Out
garbled
of
nightmare with terrible sound and nothing.
Oh, like
you
that.
couldn't see
It's
it.
I thought you
Like
meant
it's glitched out.
Technical
Okay.
difficulty.
I'm saying like it's glitched out.
I thought you meant like 10 or 15
That
minutes of the
movie would
movie
be a
was like
0.
checking my watch. Okay,
That
let's
movie
move
would
on.
be a 0 and you would get your money back. Fallout 4 has 10% glitch.
My dad has never seen Aladdin. No, sorry, Lion King. Because when we went to the movie theater, curtain came down, curtain went up. Curtain went down, curtain went up. When movie theaters still had curtains.
Yeah.
Went down, went up. Went down, went up.
During the
Down,
movie?
up. Yeah, during the movie. And then they were like, oh, we got difficulties. And we left. That was it.
And then he never gave it a second chance?
Never.
Why don't you
Whoa.
Has never seen it.
He's missing out.
Yeah.
if you're that theater, why don't you just go behind the thing and like unplug the thing when it's up?
That is very
So will
funny.
he not watch Lion King now out of principle?
I mean, I'm sure if I threw it on.
Oh.
Throw it on.
I'm going to throw it on.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Throw it on.
It's a movie all about dads.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it on.
Well, it is a movie about dad dying. Maybe like he honestly.
Yeah. It's kind of heavy.
It is really heavy.
Maybe he'll think you're trying to tell him something.
It's just Hamlet.
It'll make him feel better about his legacy going forward. You are Simba.
Yeah.
He's Mufasa. And he knows now that like there's nothing to worry about. You
Plus,
got
he
this.
can always show up in the clouds. It'll be okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Ian's like Rafiki.
Uh-huh.
I'm like
I
a
do like
I'm
my
like a
ass
Pumbaa. And Kyle's like a Timon.
Yeah.
Dibs Zazu.
Which one's Zazu?
I want to be
Zazu.
Pumbaa.
He's not yet. Oh, I just
Uh-huh.
can't wait to be king.
I've got
Wait,
a
which
lovely
one's
bunch
that?
of coconuts.
Who's the-
Oh, he's the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scar's bird.
Who's the like spirit guy?
Rafiki.
Rafiki. He's jolly.
The spirit guy.
His
yeah.
butt's
Shaman.
always out.
Shaman.
Yeah, he's very in touch
got
with
his butt
nature.
out.
And
True.
I guess they all do. They're
Spirituality.
animals.
Yeah.
None of them wear pants.
So Kyle, what's
Not
your
a
final
small-
word on glitches
Final
and
word,
Fallout?
I was going to have a loose final bossman about this week, but I hate talking about it because basically that's those games. Those games are always that.
Yeah.
They're always just effed up. And like that's the people who play that like that. They don't mind. They're Abba-Bappa. They just allow it. Other
Can't
people...
just make up terms in a different show and then use them on this show and not explain them.
Acceptable bugginess and brokenness and poor performance allowance. It's like how much you're willing to let a game
Rolls off
be
the tongue.
stinky.
Yeah.
Said that pretty well.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. The Appa for Fallout 4 is like infinity.
Yeah.
Your
You're just
stink
Because you
Just
love
take
that
it.
world. Because you
Yeah.
love the world. Yeah.
I've got a very high stink tolerance.
It's just,
Yeah.
it's
To
just,
games
it's
and
up to the
movies.
player. Are you willing to slog through a couple bugs, or do you want to wait a couple months for them to patch it?
Yeah.
Because Witcher 3 now, version like 1.11 versus 1.00,
Way different game.
is a way different game. They changed
Yeah.
how you move in the world, changed hundreds of bugs, increased performance. So
Even Bloodborne came out at a 10.
even Bloodborne, yeah.
Now it's like a freaking like 26.
So
Huber, final word. Should Tomb Raider have launched in this mid-November fever pitch?
I mean, never back down to anyone. You know, release your game when you want to release it, but
Stick to your bad decisions.
you know, you got to
Never back
assume.
down.
I mean, wasn't it obvious? Doesn't everyone know? It's like, wow, Fallout 4 comes out that day.
Yeah.
Yikes! Like it'd be like releasing a movie when Star Wars comes out. You know, I'm not putting Fallout in that same level, but I mean, it's pretty clear when you look on a calendar. Maybe you know, bump it forward, bump it back. I don't know. I'd go against something else.
It definitely doesn't feel like an event. Launching this Tomb Raider game should have felt like an event.
Yeah, it was definitely under Fallout 4's weight. So, but I say, you know, release your game when you want to, but
What they should have done was released it like like 2 Mondays ago on just some random
Monday,
day.
I love
like
it.
just some day, yeah.
Halo,
Some
though.
day when right
Call of
after
Duty
Halo-
did Friday.
Call of Duty did Friday because they
Which is
figured
smart.
you only need 10 hours to play this game.
I think Microsoft didn't want their two major releases this year exclusives to overlap.
So
Yeah.
blame it on
Yeah.
Microsoft.
And I
Well,
think they
here's
should
the
have allowed
thing.
it. Nintendo does it all the time. I think they would have been fine.
I mean, Microsoft. I mean, granted, we didn't learn that Fallout was coming out until June, but Microsoft should have known, right?
yeah. Well,
They got the inside
I
knowledge.
mean, did,
but I mean, I think that the Halo crowd and the Tomb Raider crowd are more different than the Fallout crowd and the Tomb Raider crowd.
I'd agree with that.
So like
I'd
I would
absolutely
say
agree with that.
compete with yourself because that's a fight you can't really lose.
yeah.
Like all the money, like oh shit, someone bought Halo 5 instead of Tomb Raider. I guess we just get that $60 instead of this other $60 for right now. Maybe they'll buy it later. Like, you put Fallout out, or you put Halo out on Tuesday, because it probably only takes like 10, 20 hours to beat that campaign. Put Tomb Raider out on Friday.
Another 10-20.
Another 10-20. That's that weekend.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday
And
is
you get your 200.
and then COD Blops is the next week, and then
Yeah.
Fallout. Like,
Tomb Raider could
There
be
you
like
go.
December 8th or something like that.
yeah.
Hey, it's got Black Friday. Black Friday is going to be big for Tomb Raider. Mark my words. Coming in at $40, $45. I think a lot of people are going to swipe
Well,
Tomb
it'll be
Raider
bundled,
off the
right?
shelves.
Want to be bundled?
I would not mark Mike Huber's words on this one.
Do it.
Don't
Huge
do it.
sales for Tomb Raider Black Friday.
It's
Also,
not going to be
huge.
huge sales.
I think anyone who already,
Huge.
I think anyone who wanted it already got it. But like,
Care to have a wager, Kyle Bossman?
I'm not sure how we'll calculate it because they don't put out hard numbers anymore. That's what I was thinking. I was processing it, like how to
Okay.
make this into a bet.
Okay.
I mean, they'll brag about it if it's good, and if they
We'll
don't,
come back
if
to
it
it.
wasn't, they won't.
Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, and the like, digital sales, they like never talk about it. Like,
all right, if they brag, how about that? If they brag by the end of the year.
They're gonna brag regardless.
Yeah.
But like, so it's like Call of Duty right now. They're like, hey, we made 550 million. Like, it'll be something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be really hard to calculate.
Ian, final word. Are these Fallout reviews? I mean, are we looking at objective reviews, or are these reviews completely biased?
What I
Whoa,
think of,
that's a pointed question. I
Yeah.
like it.
no, I mean, what I think of is like if no one had ever heard of Fallout or Bethesda, like if Bethesda just happened and Fallout just happened, it wasn't the fifth game in the
It's a
series.
new open world game.
Yeah, just some new open world game, you know, came out this buggy, it would be getting 7s. Tops. You know? Because like, I don't know. But every time, but like when Skyrim came out at the same time as Dark Souls, was that 1 or 2? What year did that come out?
1.
When it came out at the same time as that,
Oh yeah.
and like everyone was freaking out about Skyrim, I was like, this game doesn't work. Like it's broken sometimes.
Dark Souls was broken too.
Well, yeah, but Dark Souls didn't crash.
I mean, yeah, but yeah.
Dark Souls didn't have like, I mean, it has
NPCs.
funny ragdoll physics. That's like the only real like, you know. But like, yeah, I mean, yeah, the Souls games aren't flawless, but they're not like buggy,
I'm not gonna shut down.
right? Whereas like Fallout 4 in the year 2015 on my PlayStation 4 last night crashed, and I'm like, this game is a 7, maybe like a 6.8 tops.
So you don't have a lot of appabapas, or whatever the hell that term is.
I try to look at games like objectively. Like I'm 100% in the Kyle Bossman camp of like, you can love shit.
Yeah.
Like there are plenty of bad like Premium Rush, not a great movie.
10 out of 10.
I have a great time with that movie.
Oh, there's so
Love
many
it.
shitty
Hubert gave it
movies
a
out
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sucker
like
Punch.
yeah. Oh, Sucker Punch is the worst movie ever made.
But I know that it's heavily flawed.
Right, and I respect your opinion to like that crappy movie. Yeah,
But the thing is, like, this is a very good movie you're watching with just like spiders crawling over you the whole time you're in the theater.
I would leave that theater.
It's not that buggy.
Right. But I mean, like, yeah, the game itself isn't
got
as
a
bad
tick
as
in
a
a
bad
theater
movie
one time.
is. Do you know what I mean? That's the tricky part.
That's the thing. That's the funny. That's kind of what I was trying to say earlier, but I think I didn't say it right. Is like
yeah.
games, because it's had 30 years of games being like, it's a game. It's buggy sometimes. We just accept it.
Yeah.
And like Bethesda games are like the Valhalla
More than your
of-
average
Yeah, they're
buggies.
just like the weirdest. They're like the weirdest confluence of just like blind acceptance of video game gaminess.
I got
'Cause
one where I
actually-
just couldn't pick up items,
yeah.
so I had to like reboot.
Ian, you brought up
annoying.
interesting stuff that isn't even bugs earlier, though. You're talking about like how the dialogue is delivered. And I
Right.
hear that a lot, and just like the ugly faces.
The human
Yeah.
beings in this game are the ugliest things I've ever seen. The acting is bad.
Yeah.
Like some of the main characters, like I won't call them out directly, but like a few of the ones that you have to deal with like over and over again, it's like they're literally just saying it's like Master of None level bad acting. They're just like saying their lines.
Love the
Can we
hot
just talk-
opinions this week.
That show has
The acting is
so
is
bad.
pretty bad.
So I,
I mean,
haven't seen it yet.
I love the storylines. I love that like these characters and stuff are getting like that. I love that this show exists, you know, because like I'm so tired of watching white people do stupid things that are just like, hey, we're friends in an apartment. Yeah, like us. Like yeah, this
friends
is
in an
stupid.
apartment. Yeah.
But like,
I sleep
so like I love seeing these other stories getting the spotlight, you know. But god damn it, the acting in this show is terrible.
I chalk it up to a bunch of comedians who are doing their bits.
Mm-hmm.
They're not actors. They're not sitcom actors. They're comedians. You know.
You can much
show?
like I was just right now. You can feel them waiting for their line.
Yes.
You can just they're not listening to partner. They're just
Talking at
watching.
someone.
Yeah, they're just watching someone say their lines from the script, and then they say their lines from the script. Master of None. It's on Netflix. Check it out.
Just incredibly uncomfortable talking about the acting. Just
Wait,
Why?
you got a part on that?
no, I've got a friend who's an actor on that show. And
I'm sorry.
Who?
Snow,
I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Snowell.
Who?
Noelle Wells. How is she doing?
We haven't seen
who
her
is she?
yet.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
we've gotten.
Who was
maybe
she on
I
the show?
blew over, but haven't seen
Was
her
she
yet.
looking-
I've only seen the trailer. She's like the girlfriend.
Oh.
Oh no! Okay.
Wait.
All right.
No, I
Does
was,
she have, like,
I was
dreads?
thinking, oh.
No, she doesn't have dreads.
She might be in the very
I don't think
first
I've seen her.
scene of the first episode, which was amazing. When they're
Okay.
in bed. It was incredible.
How many episodes
So
is she
funny.
in?
I think she's in like 3 or 4.
She might be the friend who has kids.
I doubt she has kids.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm sure she's fantastic.
Okay.
There
Noelle
were
Wells
two,
was fantastic.
There were 2 women in the show that were like that. They did a pretty good
Yeah,
job.
I
Okay.
guarantee you she's...
Aziz and his like friends and his parents.
Well, his parents aren't actors.
Right.
There's
Are they
real life
actually
parents.
his parents?
They're
Yeah,
real-
those are actually his parents.
Okay,
real
that
life
makes it a
parents.
little better. I didn't
Yeah.
know that because I was like, why did they hire
No,
these
he was
people?
like, I was going to
Yeah.
have my parents do this.
Yeah.
All right, well that changes it a little bit. I did not
charming.
know that. That's funny. That's kind of funny. But like, yeah, the acting is not
Can I
great.
tell you guys what I want from Tomb Raider?
Yeah. What do you want from Tomb Raider?
BioShock, I still think, had one of the best ways of conveying story when you pick up audio logs. I know you're going to hate this. Pick up an audio log.
I hate audio
It's not going
logs.
to stop you from playing the game. Anytime in Tomb Raider I pick up a letter, I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to
That's
sit
true,
here
too.
listening to you read this goddamn letter. Just let me keep going. VO it.
VO it.
That's my one criticism.
Fallout
Gee,
does
oh,
that.
that.
You can listen to the things, but the drag is you have to like put them in your Pip-Boy in the menu and then exit the Pip-Boy and walk around and listen to
I
stuff.
love BioShock audio logs.
Unless you have a Pip-Boy, Ian.
The app is pretty cool. You can have the map up on the app and it'll track you in real time in the game.
It's pretty
crazy.
cool.
I'm just like, where
That's
am I?
high tech.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, it's neat.
In Metal Gear Solid 5, I just sat down and listened to
Yeah, that is
tapes.
the worst.
Yeah,
What's
you just have
more-
to like sit down. You just have to
Yeah.
like set across
can't
time.
do
What's
anything
worse,
else.
bugs or a game that's not finished?
I mean, they're both bad.
Bugs can be fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Whoa.
that's
Bugs
smart.
can be fixed.
Whoa.
Witcher 3. Hello, Witcher 3. I'm looking at you.
J.J. Abrams,
Oh, God.
his production company, Bad Robot, teamed up with Chair Studios, Infinity Blade, to develop
Some real advanced
Spy
names
Jinx.
Spy Jinx.
Spy Jinx is described as an action strategy game with an espionage theme, though J.J. Abrams said it needs to be experienced and it will be defined by what it is.
Classic JJ.
Very ambiguous
Very
statement.
JJ.
Jeff Keighley,
It needs to be experienced.
Jeff Keighley sat down with one of the heads of Chair and with J.J. and asked them about the upcoming game. The video's online.
Chair.
Can I be honest about the part that makes me nervous?
Yeah.
That it's launching on PC and mobile.
Yeah, it's a mobile game.
PC and mobile, which
Yeah.
are the two of the biggest growing markets. So
It's a mobile game.
Here's the
That
thing.
is
I'm
on
not
PC.
excited by, like, oh, they're gonna make a lot of money on this, because that's what that announcement. Like,
Well,
you know?
like when you hear Overwatch, if Overwatch was PC and mobile, I would say no.
yeah, you'd say, oh, Overwatch.
Compromises are being made.
Overwatch isn't a game.
Yeah. So like for them to be making it compatible on both, I don't know. They said it's got like RPG elements.
That's
I don't
not
know
fair,
how
though,
it works.
Because
What?
I've played some great mobile games.
yeah,
Some mobile games, like Threes is really good. Monument Valley was easy but really
Monument
good.
Valley, they have a new
The
game
Guides
that
is
like
really
just came
good.
out. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yes, but
Chair, that's their bread and butter, right?
Monument
Infinity Blade
Valley
on
you wouldn't
mobile.
play on
I've never heard
PC.
of Chair, and I don't approve of their company name.
They made
Chair.
Infinity Blade.
Chair.
but also
It's
the
just like
side-scrolling Shadow Complex.
Oh, Shadow Complex, yeah.
Yeah, they did that. as well.
That's a great
pretty
game.
cool game.
Yeah.
I love
that's
that
a pretty
game.
cool game.
And Infinity Blade's alright.
Never played it, but yeah.
It's an okay game.
But you would never play Infinity Blade on your PC. You never
No.
like click with a mouse to do the
God, no.
swipes. So like
Yeah.
the idea that they're simultaneous to
Even
me,
the website.
It's just it's
doesn't work
the
on
reason
computer.
PC
Yeah.
is in that text is because it averts your eyes from mobile. It's a decoy.
You're saying if you only read
PC
mobile,
and mobile, yeah.
Well, wait,
instead
wait,
of
wait,
just
wait.
mobile.
What if it's like some kind of like asymmetrical thing where like one person could be playing on the computer and someone else could be. There's a game like
Yes.
that. That was
Like
like
I'll be a
spy
hacker on
game.
the phone?
Yeah.
That'd
I
be
think
cool.
there's a game like that where there's like one player on the computer and someone else on a phone.
Could be. Personally, I think that those are just two of the most marketable, growing, like, mediums. So that's why they're, of course,
Easy
being developed
access.
for those. But then also in the interview with Jeff, the head of Chair said, and, you know, maybe coming to other platforms later. So, it's interesting because back in August, Bad Robot made the pastime mode for Team Fortress 2, which is like a capture the flag kind of thing, but you're like punting.
oh yeah, they like that was weird. They made a whole mode.
Yeah, really weird, and it's like such, to me, it's just such a weird way to get themselves into the gaming industry.
But
to be
making
like,
a mod.
yeah, to be like pastime mode for Team Fortress 2.
Hell of a game to work on, though.
Yeah,
Working
Yeah.
for Valve, working
Yeah.
for a huge.
It worked for Dota.
I guess so. And then Spy Jinx for
Great
PC
title.
and mobile.
I wonder
is
if
a
it's
good
similar to
title.
Spy Party.
Spy Jinx, hijinks.
But then J.J. Abrams also, his company has a deal with Valve to produce any like Portal or Half-Life films.
Who cares?
Both would be a bad idea.
Yep.
Yeah, both of those movies would be a bad idea to
Portal
do.
could be cool.
Would you make the protagonist speak? She's gotta.
Man, there's so many awesome like fan-made Half-Life Portal movies out there. Just go watch like 15 of those. You're fine.
Watch them back to back. You
They're
have,
awesome.
you
That's
have
a movie.
Yeah.
That's 2 hours.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams just such a weird.
He's a cool guy.
He does whatever he wants.
He does whatever
That's
he
pretty
wants.
much what it feels.
He does
like.
whatever I want.
Yeah.
That's what he
Making
does.
Star
He's just
Wars,
like-
making games.
He's literally just like, what's everybody's dream? I'll do that.
It feels like to me like he meets somebody and they talk about business and then he thinks that'd be cool. Like he,
Yeah, and then
he
he's
met
like,
Gabe Newell and he
"Let's do
goes,
it."
yeah, like everything you're doing I like the way you think about things. Video game production sounds neat. Let's work on something together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know because and also the way that they're like that JJ's working on this game with Chair because Chair I think is based in Utah or somewhere like that. So
Whoa.
they're basically like sending each other back and forth. And Bad Robot I think is in Santa Monica.
I gotta fact check that. I think they're international.
I
Chair.
thought they were.
I think Bad Robot got their name from the movie Iron Giant.
Really?
Because at one point, the kid goes, Bad Robot!
I feel like for GTTV,
Bad Robot.
Bad Robot.
Jeremy flew out to Salt Lake.
Salt Lake.
City. Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake.
Very well done. Yeah, it's Salt Lake City, Utah.
Salt Lake City sounds beautiful.
Oh, it's such a cool city. It is so
I
cool
want to go
there.
to Salt Lake. I've been to Colorado, but not for snowboarding. I want to go do that too. I want to go to Tahoe. We were talking about that.
Yeah, I would love to go to Tahoe.
Oh.
Tahoe. It's got good snowboarding in Tahoe.
Oh.
But yeah, JJ,
Yeah, why'd you
JJ
do
probably
that?
goes to Tahoe.
I don't know. It's slightly
whenever he
offensive, I
wants.
think.
That's okay.
JJ says I'm going to Tahoe to make a movie.
Yeah,
That's it.
JJ's going to go film a movie in Tahoe, in Colorado, and in Salt Lake City.
Must
Yeah.
be nice.
And then he's going to call Bossman up and be like, hey,
Hey, I'm making the Pokemon movie. Bye.
see ya with Guillermo.
God.
Jeff
Guillermo's
can
in charge
get
of
you
the
an
visuals.
in. Jeff can get you an in.
With JJ,
Guillermo
Jeff knows JJ
designed
now.
the
Jeff knows
Pokemon.
everybody.
Yeah.
Jeff is JJ.
What's like
Yeah.
the most scary Pokemon? Like Gengar, Ghastly,
Darkrai.
Darkrai?
Darkrai? What's
Yeah.
Darkrai like?
This is just a nasty ghost. He eats your dreams.
That's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You know, I saw
Eating dreams.
While we're on the subject of Pokemon, I saw a tweet someone made at you that said, "Where's the Pokemon retrospective?" And you said, "I got laughed out of a meeting once
Yeah.
for proposing it."
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't think there's be anything wrong with doing
That'd
a
be-
Pokemon
yeah.
retrospective.
Oh my God! You start with red, blue, and yellow.
It's a huge
Good
fucking audience.
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make a good vibes retro. That's a great
Red,
idea.
blue, and yellow. I want to see that retro, Kyle.
That is the kind of sentence
Nostalgia.
that gets an immediate no from Bloodworth. Just a no.
Just
Bloodworth
do it.
hates good
Yeah.
vibes.
Witcher
Yeah.
Just do it.
goggles. Huber said it best.
got Witcher
Yeah.
goggles.
Has
If
Witcher
it's not
goggles on
Witcher,
now.
Bloodworth doesn't care.
That is
Or
true.
it's trash.
That is true. Sorry, Blood, but it's true.
You think of the global audience for Pokemon.
Oh, I think about it all the time.
This.
He does.
I think
God,
about it
I
all the
really
time.
want to see this.
That would take a lot of
Can I
work.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you
Anything worth doing.
Are you happy to work in video games, or are you just kind of like biding time
He
until
loves
you can
it.
do the movies thing, or like the TV thing, or the?
That's a fantastic
Writing
question.
thing.
I think I'm biding time doing both.
Yeah.
I'm just live until I die.
Live until you die.
Yeah.
One
That's
foot in front of the
about
other,
right.
boss.
And that
man.
Pokemon retro.
Yep.
That's your
Kyle, come on,
ticket
you
out
gotta
of
do
here.
this, man.
That's your
Reason to
ticket
live.
out of games.
Do this. I'll help you.
The thing is, like, we have to get okayed with it because, like,
You
we
don't
got to
have to
get the
get okayed.
edits.
You
Don't
just
ask,
do it.
Ask
Yes.
forgiveness.
No, you just do it. That's how you get shit done in this company. You
No,
just
like,
do it.
let's say I have a wonderful script right now.
Yeah.
Like, the reality is, like, getting it edited and captured is going to be.
Baby, I'll edit
It'll
that
help
for you.
out.
Yeah.
I'll edit that on the DL for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
For real, let's
Ben
do
is
stealth-
down. Brad is
stealth
down.
retro.
We're all down.
Stealth retro. We
more than
don't
half
tell.
the company.
We don't
Retro.
tell anyone except for the people in this room.
Yeah.
The 20,000
Keep it
people
on the
who watch
down
this.
low.
If you want a Pokemon retrospective, don't
Tweet.
tweet.
Yeah. Oh.
Anything.
Don't tweet.
Don't
it.
Yeah,
tweet
don't
it.
say
Our
anything.
secret
Don't you dare
right now.
tweet it.
Yeah. Don't tell Bloodworth
Yeah.
or Blair because they love to shut everything down.
This is happening.
It's not, just to be clear, it's
No,
probably
this
not going to
is
happen.
Probably not going to happen.
I'm going to spearhead this
We
thing
could
and
have,
pass
we
it
could
on
have
to Bossman.
Brad stealth capturing footage.
Yep.
All stealth edited.
Everyone-
It's
I'll
actually
make you some graphics.
it's
Wait,
super
we
hard
need-
to capture because
we
it's
need
like
Brandon to
it's
VO it,
original
though.
Game Boy.
We'll recruit Blair. He knows exactly how to do it.
No, we're not using that
Blair would
Retron.
shut it down.
We're not using that Retron.
Blair has canceled shows
I've
before.
got a retro duo, but I don't know if you can capture from it.
Just steal it off of YouTube, man.
No.
It's the
I
internet.
gotta have your
Get
own
emulator.
capture.
Looks a little. Doesn't look the
Emulator.
same, but it's fine.
I think emulator's the way to go.
Emulator
It looks
HD.
good.
It
Yeah.
looks better.
It looks good.
And I own all the games, so it's not like we're stealing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a backup.
Yeah.
doing
Digital
this.
backup. Do it.
No,
Capture it with
that's so many
fraps.
hours. That's so many
lot of
hours
work
of
for
like
Kyle.
What
doing.
else do you do here?
I
You got like what?
Kyle, this
Show
would
and
be
a half?
incredible.
I got a
man.
show and a half.
You got to do this.
I got to get on
Dumb
Twitter.
Monday.
I got,
Oh, Dumb Game Monday,
You
you
got to
got
jump
Twitter.
Dumb Game Monday. That's
It
an
takes
hour.
you like 4 hours to
Yeah.
tweet one tweet.
Yeah, you got to do
Because
Twitter.
you're so weird about it.
Yep. You got to
I
refresh
tweeted a
the
thing
front page
about-
of NeoGAF.
I tweeted a thing about trying to use the remote to turn down time
Yeah.
the other day. Didn't think about it at all.
Yeah.
Got some traction.
I think that was a funny tweet. I think you could have phrased it better, and you would have gotten like 50 plus.
That's right. I woke up. My alarm woke me up the other day, and I grabbed this. I was in a panic. My alarm goes off. My
Yeah.
phone alarm. I grab the remote, and I'm like flailing. I'm serious, flailing like this.
Yeah.
My alarm's blaring. My girlfriend wakes up. She's like, "What?" I'm just like,
Hubert, if you lived alone, that could have gone forever.
I like look. We lock eyes. I'm just like, "Whoops."
If you were alone, would have just done that for 15 minutes.
A couple weeks ago,
Horrible.
I got like upset with James, and then I like went to bed like mad at him.
Never go to bed angry.
But then
Never go to bed angry.
I guess I had something in my sleep like disturbed me. He's like, because then you woke up. He's like, you shot up and you went like, "Ah." He's like, and then you like came over and you were like, "Ah," like pretend, like I guess something. But I was so
nightmare.
mad at myself
Something
because
spooked
I was
you.
pissed off.
Yeah.
And then
In your sleep, you just
completely
the
caved.
Reverted.
the forgiveness came from your dreams. Dreams are funny.
That's actually a strangely personal story.
Yeah.
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 And then Benson.
What was James wearing at the time?
I don't know.
Cool.
I know what you were gonna say.
I don't know what he was wearing.
It started with N.
I was gonna
I don't
say
know.
Nikes.
Nikes.
Okay.
His
No,
sleep
I don't know what he
Nikes.
was wearing. I was
sleep Nikes.
pretty pissed. I had Witcher goggles on. I was so mad.
Witcher goggles.
Huber coming in with the Witcher goggles.
What were we just talking about?
Anyway, I mean that's all I have for the show.
What's your scariest dream that you've ever had?
Great question.
Falling off a
Scariest
cliff.
dream that you can like remember actually.
Legit falling off a cliff. I like fell out of bed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Falling.
know.
Mine was really weird because I'm not usually in my dreams, and usually they're pretty weird and creepy, but I'm never scared. But I remember the scariest one. I was walking into a field, and there was this cabin, and there was like a staircase that like outside, no door. You know, the staircase just went, and there was a wall, but it went up into the cabin, and there was a little landing, and then it went up that way, and there was just a wicker basket sitting on the landing.
Sounds awesome.
And I looked up the stairs at this wicker basket, and I remember just being like the most horrified I've ever been.
So jolly.
Cool.
But I mean, it was like creepy.
Wicker's
But I
terrifying.
was just like looking up at this basket, and I just knew that if I went up to get it,
There was like a feeling of
the thing at the top
dread.
of the stairs would just like destroy me.
Yeah.
And I remember just standing there being like, whoa, and then I woke up.
Cool.
So my
What did you
scariest
say
dream
when
was
you
just a
woke up?
basket. Probably just like, what? The hell? Very vivid though.
I think I have sad dreams more than I have scary ones.
Sure.
That's like the only scary dream I think I've ever had. Like I don't have nightmares really.
Yeah.
Sad dreams, yeah. Usually my dreams are just really weird. What's the saddest dream you've ever had?
Oh, I mean, I've had dreams that like my mom has died, or like someone I love has left me. It's basically just people,
Yeah.
abandonment issues.
For me, that's my waking life.
Yeah. Well, Kyle's got surprisingly long eyelashes.
He does.
Big
Look at
really
giveaway
long.
from
My
this
God.
show.
Yeah, they're huge.
That's like almost an inch.
Yeah.
That's probably like 8 centimeters, right? Like
In
how
high
many
school, they used to do
centimeters?
this.
Really?
That was the Kyle impression.
When you were elected,
Pick on the weirdest things.
when you were elected homecoming king, I just imagine the whole auditorium. Just
You weren't homecoming king, were you?
It's prom king.
really?
Yeah.
Bossy!
Yeah.
Prom king.
You
over
got him
here.
with that funny, didn't you?
Got him with that funny.
Yeah. What's your scariest dream, Bossy? You were thinking pretty hard on that.
I just watch a lot of people die. A lot of people die in my dreams, like family members and friends.
Too many video games and movies, Kyle.
Coworkers.
Yeah.
Too
yeah,
much
yeah.
death.
Watching coworkers.
How many
die.
people
Yeah.
are we mowing
That's a
down
good-
in video games every day?
I don't
Just
mow them down. I
blasting
don't
them?
shoot anybody. They just, they just get hit or they just fall. They just fall off a thing.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. They fall off a thing.
Oh,
hit
oh
or
God.
they fall
Yeah,
off the
just the
thing.
sudden deaths.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Huh?
What's that?
Just some long
socks?
socks.
Yeah. It's
Some
falling down.
long
Just fancy socks.
Socks. It's cold. And my jacket I re-waxed.
It's a good find.
It smells like weird wax, so I can't wear it. So I was like, I'll just warm up my bottom leg.
The other day,
My
wax.
bottom half.
I'm in the edit bay yesterday, and he goes, "I need another trucker jacket."
I do.
Trucker jacket.
My other
Like,
one got holes in it. This one smells like wax because I ruined it with otter wax.
You don't get otter wax.
It's natural, but it stinks.
How many otters had to die so your
4.
trucker jacket?
4 otters
Be
go into
slick.
every bar of otter wax wax. I don't
ain't
think
right.
they don't use otters at all. It's just from Portland, so they had to name it that.
There ought to be another way.
Oh, I wrote a paper about river otters when I was a kid.
At least I love your jokes.
Thanks, Hubert.
All-time favorite.
Jokes.
I love them.
You wrote a paper about otter wax?
No, about river otters.
That's good moderating.
Yeah.
And the best transitions too.
So you wrote an article about otter wax?
But yeah,
So
truckers.
good.
Truckers, yeah.
No, your paper.
Huh? They're mean, river otters. They're cute as hell. Cute as a button.
You're doing a little ankle twist.
But they'll mess you.
Yeah. Just stretching out those leg muscles.
What if I was talking about this with Chris Wen, former employee of GameTrailers? What if the big dance was just to rotate your wrists?
Big dance of what?
Just like the fashion was to just dance and rotate your wrists
That's what my friend does.
like this.
This is how he dances?
Yeah.
Matisse?
Yeah.
What's the
Matisse,
deal with his
he
movie?
just like dance. What?
I don't like the name of his movie.
Which one?
No means, yes.
No means yes.
That's a bad title.
That's a bad title. That's rape culture title.
I mean, it's a very sexual film, so he's going for that shock value, I guess.
Huh.
I don't know.
mean,
VR.
Real
don't
50
think-
Shades of Grey.
I don't think it's fair to get mad at the title though until
I know,
you
that's what
see
I
it.
think. That's
Yeah.
why I'm inviting Huber to explain it to me.
Yeah.
But he won't.
You gotta watch it. It's a VR movie.
Yeah.
You gotta experience it, and it will be defined by what it is.
Why are you looking
Whoa,
at me?
whoa.
Are we?
J.J. Abrams.
Do we get
And when
art
I
in
say
that movie?
no, it means no.
J.J.
Yeah.
Abrams.
Is it like a VR
No
movie
one
where
ever
we get
asks.
art? Is that the whole point?
You are like
No
a
one-
fly on the wall.
No one's interested.
So you can like look around the room as people
Oh, I'm not watching that.
are like
dude.
arguing in their bedroom. It's
Oh, dude,
really
no.
intense. Yeah. It's crazy.
So it's meant to affect
like
you.
when they start throwing shit across the room, like arguing and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it's made me uneasy.
Dang.
Yeah. It's
I
crazy.
saw, this is very tangentially related, but I saw a play back when I was in the theater school.
Yes.
I saw a play. My fight choreography teacher was in The Misanthrope by Moliere or whatever, and there wasn't a lot of violence in it. But at one point, he picked up a vase and just very sudden. It was all very sudden. He just picked up a vase and threw it at the wall, and I remember just being like,
That's acting.
"Whoa!" It was
acting.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aziz
I've-
Ansari.
Always wanted to throw a vase.
Dude, it seemed like the most satisfying thing.
Yeah, the
Also, like-
sound of a vase shattering
Yeah.
is unlike anything.
And
So
then
good.
sweeping up that person's ashes
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
knowing you probably didn't get them all.
Yeah. Now there's just dead
There's no
body in the
feeling
floor
like
the
it.
whole time.
We should probably wrap this up.
Okay.
I don't want to. This
I
is
want to
fun.
throw a vase.
This is the most fun
we
part
can
of the
just
day.
stop the camera and then still stay in here.
Or
Oh,
take
yeah.
a vase horizontal like and smash it on someone's head.
See, I
And
think
then- and
I
then
think it would
go,
make a donk. I think it honestly would do a donk.
No way. It's
It
got to
depends on if it
shatter. You
breaks.
got to make it shatter.
If
But
it,
there's that
if you shatter
classic,
it, that
like-
person is dead.
Fake
No.
breaking.
Yeah.
If it doesn't shatter, I think it hurts them more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to
Because
give.
the shattering takes some of the energy away from the blow. So if it doesn't break, you're doing more damage.
It's like a Dudley Boys table. Thing's got to snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that give.
That's the trick.
And then he's like,
That's the trick.
oh, thank God, it's fake.
Oh, thank God.
But then you think
We
that,
Dudley boys survive another day.
It's not the Dudley Boys.
No, I was not referencing.
Oh, I thought you were doing like that's what the Dudley boys are on the inside.
No.
We may wrestle once more.
I wish Sean Connery was one of the whatever the Dudley Boys are. I assume they're wrestlers.
Sean Connery.
At least
good
he's
for
spacing
him.
out. She's out of moderator mode. She's like staring over
At
there
least
now.
he's just
Yeah,
like,
wrap
she's
it
just
up.
like,
Oh, wow.
fuck this mode.
All right, all right.
How do you like if you're Sean Connery? How do you stay off the radar as well as he's staying off the radar?
Money.
Other
Like, has he
Yeah.
even been cited in the last 15
I think
years?
he lives in probably like some kind of like weird castle in Scotland.
There's not one like
Coltonshire.
guy coming up with a phone,
Does he?
just like, gotcha, Sean Connery.
No, yeah.
Also, I think like Sean. There's that middle ground where the paparazzi are like after you, where like you're not popular enough for them not to care.
Yeah.
But I think Sean Connery is like he's up there in the like Judi Dench category where it's like people just like or like
Gene Hackman.
yeah, like people just
Hackman.
respect them.
Yeah. They
Although
paid
didn't
their
didn't
dues.
Sean Connery say that thing about like beating women
Yeah.
with your open hand? Yeah, fuck that guy.
What?
Yeah, he's like if you don't
your
use
palms open.
an open fist, you can strike a woman one time, put her in line.
What?
That ain't,
Yeah.
I gotta fact
That
check
ain't
That's
that.
like
right.
literally what he
Right.
said.
No,
What
no, no.
Yeah.
He
So
said.
Sean
Said,
Connery's
it's like
got
an
hand
interview.
trouble.
He's got hand trouble.
That is nuts.
Search it up. Sean
I'm
Connery.
searching that up.
That's why when you take a photo of Sean Connery with your iPhone, he takes that photo of
Yeah.
your hand and he punches you in the face.
Yeah. If you're a man, if you're a woman, he'll slap you.
You can strike a woman.
Yeah. He's like with an open fist, with the palm. Yeah.
There's
right
a
there.
video.
watch
Sean
this
Connery
video.
discusses women slapping. All right.
A 1 minute video.
Yeah. Hold it up to the mic.
Okay.
On
Probably just
YouTube.
clickbait.
Women slapping.
The video will play after this ad. Stop it.
You gotta get that YouTube red, girl.
DeVry University.
DeVry
University.
Free advertisement.
Want to learn from cyber attack simulations?
DeVry University, I hear,
Prepare
what is
for
that, online
cybersecurity
classes? You
training.
can learn how to make a video game? What is it?
Learn about
Yeah, here they're talking about learning about online security. That's a valuable
That's a
career.
good idea.
Yeah, here we go.
You can get
You
paid.
did an interview in which you said, it's not the worst thing to slap
her
a
name?
woman now and then. As I
Barbara
remember,
Walters.
you said you don't do it with a clenched fist, it's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice,
I
Barbara.
didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No, not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good.
You don't think it's bad,
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
Or what would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the
just
last
unclear.
word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again, and get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
Or what would...
Scum.
Oh my God.
Scumbag.
There's no way.
Done.
Yeah, that one didn't have the part where he like he
Done.
actually goes like this. He's like with the open fist. Like
Because they were talking
The-
about,
the
she
palm,
questioned
yeah.
him about that
Yeah.
That
time,
particular
probably.
part.
yeah.
Done.
But yeah, like yeah.
Never watching Goldfinger
That
again.
ain't right. What, dude? What? He just can't communicate. He's got communication issues,
But
clearly.
the thing that's the most terrifying is that like the underlying message of what he's saying is that like men are superior and need to put women in their place.
Yeah, dude,
Like because they don't know how to
maniac.
behave. Like
Yeah.
you have to show them. You have to like correct them.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, that's weird.
And he was willing to say that right in front of Barbara Walters.
In front of Barbara goddamn Walters.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
Barbara Walters, dude, coming out firing. I love it.
Also, his accent was weird. It was like slightly Spanish.
Yeah, it was bizarre. I was noticing that
Sean
too.
Connery.
1987 is when that happened.
Yo, Sean Connery.
Yo, dude.
Go to hell.
I'm gonna hit you with a closed
Yeah.
fist.
Old man Connery.
I'm gonna have as many last words as I
We
want.
got him going here. Yeah, I'm gonna reiterate.
I'm gonna get provocative.
Provocative. Yeah. Oh, you know, women are good at this. Going provocative.
Maybe he's changed now. Maybe he's not that guy anymore. That was 1987. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's like 23.
Head to youtube.com/GameTrailers. We've got a full playlist of Fallout content.
Oh God, do we ever?
Check
The
out.
playlist is not buggy.
No.
Running smooth.
Our website?
We can't guarantee that.
If you go to YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube, it's less likely to be bad. Sometimes YouTube, you know, they make mistakes.
Our website requires a lot of abba-bappa. Like we need
Our website is terrible.
It's that thing. It's like our fans need to be forgiving of us, like
Yeah.
the same way they got to be forgiving of
And
Fallout.
that's why there's
It's
only
so
like
tricky.
200,000 of them tops.
Oh man.
Ian and I hosted GT Live this week, so you can watch that video.
oh,
Wait, are you gonna be on the desk and Don in the booth?
Yeah, are
Cool.
we putting this episode up Friday?
Yeah.
I think it's late Friday.
Yeah, okay. Okay. All right.
I'm really excited about that thing that you did on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Cool.
Or terrible.
So many dead.
So many
Oh.
dead. Or we saved so many. We'll have found out.
We will be know now.
We know now what we
Anyway.
don't know then.
Thank you, Kyle. And
When I
Beaver.
was younger.
See, he knows songs.
Wish
Although I was
that
doing,
I knew what I know.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of Modest Mouse. If I knew what I know then, what I know now, and then
Oh yeah.
You know?
That's a weird song. That's a hard song to
If
nail
I knew,
down.
Yeah,
Great
well, how is it?
discussions today.
If I knew now what I knew
Talking about
then, then I
bugs.
wouldn't know now. What
Talking
I
about Sean
knew
Connery being an
then.
We'll
asshole.
catch you next time.
Bye. Good night and good game.
Stay golden, beauty boys.
You say a thing,
I do a piece. I just do
Okay.
silently like.
and you just say "fuck you, Sean Connery."
I say go to hell, Sean Connery.
All right. Good Lord.
What a travesty. Go to hell.
Go to.
Turtle doves.
and get into a really provocative situation.
She a beast. You ain't never heard nothing like this. She a beast. Stay away with that excuse me, miss. Let's go.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
Let's go.
I think it's absolutely right.
She a beast.
I think it's absolutely right.
She a beast. Stay away with that excuse me, miss. Let's go. Everything that we do is for this music. Let's go. Trying to keep up 'cause I know that it's confusing.
Man talk. Man talk. Man talk, 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 man talk.
So when my emotions lose the prize, only my ex knows. What's his hot? He found a fake one. Caught them girls exposed. My whole persona glistens. I'm the reason why his skin glow. Won't let it rest until Steve sleep on the Winslows. Trying to be more colorful, like dudes like in the same sex. These kids got a big head, can reach the top like the T-Rex. Hurt they want to keep to the game. I'm the locksmith. Nothing short of a natural disaster can't stop this.
She a beast.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
She a beast.
I think it's absolutely right.
And as I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist, it's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No, not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
I think it's absolutely right.